5 FM. Today's life.
All right, so it's a lovely good morning to you and welcome to Chat with Your Leaders on 5FM Radio. Now, this is a program that is brought to you courtesy of the United Party for National Development, UPND media team, and therefore all expressions made on this program are strictly those of the UPND and do not reflect anything of 5FM radio. As usual, I am your host, Lance Sannie Banda, and of course, we are live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, as well as live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. Remember, on this program, we always get to bring to you different topics as well as discussion points to help us understand what the UPND is doing, both as a governing party as well as a political party in terms of mobilizing the political party. This morning, I am privileged to play host to another UPND media team member as well as a researcher. His name is Fabian Mubuyaeta, and we shall be discussing everything to do with cooperatives as well as the SMEs. Obviously, there is a number of things and issues that which we can get to look at. Later on the program, our dear listener, you will be given a chance to come through and participate on the program by simply calling us on the number 0955 221515. We were talking in the background. Now I'm in the quagmire. How to address you? Is it Mr. Mubuyaeta or I just call you Fabian?
Fabian is okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. At least that eases my throat.
Sure.
Well, Fabian, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Lance. Thank you, and good morning, listeners. Thank you very much.
All right, great. Before we get into our main topic of discussion, let's first get to know you a little bit more, because obviously you haven't been too much in the public eye as a media team member. Obviously, this is because you are a researcher and you speak to specific issues. But let's get to introduce you on this show.
Sure. Thank you very much, Lance. And thank you very much, the listeners. My name's Fabian Mubuyaeta, as he has put it. And I am part of the media team of the United Party for National Development media team. Specifically, my area of expertise is in SMEs cooperatives. Yeah. So, and also as in the media, I also undertake research to make sure that, because we can always run if there is research. So you must have information in order for you to speak,
Okay,
and to give to the public.
all
Sure,
right.
sure.
Well, thank you so much for coming through. First things first, when the UPND came into power and obviously increased CDF from 1.6 to, I think that was 28.5, if I'm not mistaken, the first increase. What the agenda that was mostly pushed was that this decentralization, the UPND party needed people to register their cooperatives so that in a particular constituency, it's people of the constituency that pushes the development agenda as well as have access to this money. Now, this came through with its own challenges, things that people did not understand. And even up to now, I would say quite a handful of people understand the registration and the process of a cooperative. Let's first of all understand, what is a cooperative? How many people does it require to have? And then also on top of it, what should it contain? Must it have a vision, a mission, something that they look up to, an area of expertise that they will look straight into? Let's get to understand that before we come to the registration.
Thank you very much, Lance. That's a very good question. Actually, this is one thing that many Zambians have been grappling with when the head of state, actually, from the inception when UPND got into power, when they said we are going to upscale cooperatives as well as SMEs. So maybe before we talk about what it is as this so-called animal cooperative, I think we need to understand what it is and what the UPND meant by saying let's have more cooperatives, or let's have many people actually get into cooperatives. Yeah, sure. So a cooperative is a group of people who have challenges that come together, put their resources together in order to undertake a business enterprise in order to meet their social, cultural, and economic aspirations. So in a simpler term, it is people that have identified a felt need in society, put their resources together so that they can tackle their daily needs. So when we understand it from that point of view of identifying a felt need, then we understand what a cooperative is. So in its definition, the term cooperative, I'm sure you and me from school, from basic education, we know that it's to cooperate.
Exactly.
So unless you cooperate, two can only work together unless they do what? Two cannot work together unless they do what? Is it in the Bible? It says Job. Is it Job?
Yes, it's in the
Bible. I don't know.
There
must be a verse in the Bible which says two cannot work together unless they do what? They agree.
They agree.
So a cooperative entails you cooperate. Then you have a felt need in society. We know we have every day we have our needs. But what do we do? As me, as Fabian Mubuyaeta, as an individual, I cannot tackle a problem alone. So what do? We identify ourselves with common cause and also common needs. Then we come together. We put resources together. We agree. We put resources together so that we do what? We start undertaking a business enterprise. That business enterprise is there to improve our living standards. You see where we're coming from? Eh?
Yes.
So there must be a felt need. A cooperative cannot just be formed without a felt need. So there must be a felt need in society, of which we know that every day there are felt needs. That is why, as UPND, we actually identified that a cooperative was the best way because it does not deal with one individual. Now, here, for example, we have a group of stone crushers. Let me take a simple maybe area that I can use. Yeah. Stone crushers that are dotted along Mungi Road. Those are people with a common need. One need is they are stone crushers. So now one stone crusher cannot be able to do on a larger scale, which should be meaningful to their life.
Yeah.
Number of stone crushers and come. What is it making us not to improve our businesses or our living standards? Because alone to get a help. So can't we put together our resources together and buy something that will be able to come and crash for you, to come and crash for another person and the other person. Then from there, then we'll be able to sell because our scale of production will be high. Yeah. Then we will realize more money so that we are able to improve our living standards. So that a process of coming together. That is what is called cooperative.
Cooperative. Now, with this basic understanding, or with what you have explained, probably people also, because in the modern past, they've always incorporated a cooperative to, being a farming group, a group that involves itself in farming, and then they form a cooperative because they want to buy a hammer mill, they want to buy farming inputs and all this and that. So a cooperative can be anything away from farming.
Yes, sure. So now this is a misconception that we have had in especially this younger generation, where when you hear of a cooperative, you think it's it's for the old people,
Mm-hmm.
it's for the retirees, it's for the backward in society, it's
Mm-hmm.
for the illiterate, it's for the street people. No, that is not what a cooperative is. A cooperative can exist anywhere as long as there's a felt need.
Mm-hmm.
So now we could have different types of cooperatives. That's why today we hear that the miners, can you form cooperatives so that at least you can work as a group of people so that you are able to upscale your production. So it's not only for retirees. So in any area that you feel there is need to collaborate, you can come up with a cooperative. So like I said in the first place, is a felt need. We could have cooperatives for medical officers, for example. Medical officers come together and form a cooperative because there is a felt need in the medical fraternity that people needed to come together and form a cooperative to offer medical services. You've seen,
Yeah.
Because we have the need in that area. We could also have cooperatives in the financial sector. You and me, we have heard about Chirimbas.
Yeah.
Chirimba is just a form of a cooperative, which is at an informal stage, which may not be very sustainable because there's no growth in a Chirimba. But in a cooperative, the way it is defined is that 10, 15, 20 of us, in fact, the minimum number now is 30. We have a problem in terms of access to finance. Lance, Walia, James, Brenda, Cecilia, put their monies together so that they can start now running what is called a scheme where they will be lending each other at a lower interest rate, but be able to put a markup which will be able to grow the cooperative while they undertake their business activities and continue to save in that cooperative. This is where you hear people talk about financial cooperatives or savings and credit cooperatives. It's people that just put their monies together so that they can be borrowing from the same source of fund. Actually, the easiest way to make the money cheap or the interest rates to cheap in the country is for us to put our monies together so that we can be borrowing from the same source of fund.
Okay.
That is how some countries that have seen cooperatives to be financial cooperatives to be a source of funding, how they have reduced even the interest rates can still be reduced using the same model.
Oh yeah.
So you can imagine if 1 million of Zambians, each one puts in 2 kwacha, how much would you have? You would have 2 million kwacha. Not everyone is borrowing at the same time.
Yeah.
There are those that are borrowing. There are those that will be waiting, who do not want to borrow today. They can still be borrowing from that fund and be able to undertake their business activities. So we have not taken cooperatives as business entities or enterprises by their definition, but we have taken them as conduits for receiving, empowerment. We'll come to that the issue of empowerment as what is it? What is the issue of or the UPND government? What role is it playing as they are giving empowerments to the cooperatives? But we wanted to understand what a cooperative is, so that we can even appreciate when you see that there are these loans that are given by government entities. We appreciate that. That actually it is an added or it's a listening government that you are even able to go beyond your roles as government to even create a certain fund. But if citizens would also realize that by definition, we are supposed to exist even before any source of funding is given.
Source of funding is given.
Sure.
Okay.
And then I'll go to issues of sources of funds for a cooperative. Then maybe we'll understand from there. Then we'll learn that by the time of leaving this place, even 5FM, we will start contemplating at employing 5FM to come up with a cooperative, which is going to save the employees of 5FM or many others that are around this place.
Exactly.
Sure.
So now, looking at the fact that this government has preached a lot about cooperatives being created or being formed or officially registered, let's get to talk about the registration process. I think this is one tedious process that not so many people have been successful, and two, not so many people know about the procedure, the requirements, and where exactly to go. Since you are an expert in that, take us through, how does one register a cooperative? Where do they go? Who do they see? What do they need to have?
Thank you very much. Yeah. So the first thing for people to register a cooperative is there must be an interest first. There must be a felt need. Because a cooperative, if you register a cooperative without a vision, without a need, you get that certificate and pack it and say the government has not done anything, because since the time we registered, we have not been given anything. I'll still take back everyone to the definition of what a cooperative is.
Yeah.
So that from that point, then we'll be able to know that where do we go to register. So the first thing before you register a cooperative is that there should be a need to register it. If you have a need that to register a cooperative, then now we can go into the processes of registering it.
Yeah.
So now, first thing is the need. And people identify themselves with what they want to do. What is the needed issue that they need to address? What are the materials that need to be put in? Then you identify yourselves to coming together. The group that comes together identifies itself by the needs that they have, the needs that they have in society. Then after that need, then they come up and discuss on what the real issues are. What is it that who are we? Do we want, what is our need? Is, we want to undertake farming activities. So when they identify themselves, now they'll come up and they will sit, they will write minutes. Of course, it's a meeting, it's a formal meeting, which may not have been registered, but it's a formal meeting. Then from there, they will now seek for what platforms are available for their registration, which is now under the Ministry of SMEs, under the Department of Cooperatives, or not cooperatives, but the Department of Registration and Regulation. Because when UPND came into power, initially there only used to be one department at the Ministry of SMEs, which was Department of Cooperatives. But they split the cooperative into the registration and the regulation, and then the other one as a Department of Cooperatives.
Okay.
So what usually happens is, when the UPND came into power, initially it was everything was done manually. It would take you just to do a name search for a cooperative 3-4 months for approval to be done. The government built in what is called the ZAM portal, the bus for every registration of any entity. So basically, you go under the government portal called ZAM portal.
ZAM portal.
There, you specifically look for where registration of a cooperative. In fact, not registration, but name search. On the click of a button, you can do a name search in 2-3 minutes.
Okay.
You first have to open an account. Then in 2-3 minutes, you search for a name that you want to register as a cooperative. If that name has not been used, that's why, to avoid duplication, the reason why this process is undertaken is to avoid duplication, so that we should not have a Mubuyaeta cooperative in Osaka, another Mubuyaeta cooperative in Chiengi, then another Mubuyaeta cooperative in Livingstone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you do a name search within the 3 minutes. It's done, and now I think it's perfect. I've tried that system; it's working very well.
Okay.
3 minutes, it will pass. Once it passes, you pay. Of course, there's a prescribed fee, which the ministry has prescribed.
Yeah.
You pay that money. Then from there, now there are documents that you need to put. There's what is called a model bylaw, a document from Act number 20 of 1998. So now you extract a model. It's a model. It has been designed in such a way that it is a document that you are able to follow and be able to fine-tune it to the area, the activity that you want to do, just to guide citizens, so that you would not have to struggle to start all over to create what is called a bylaw. It's an extract which is not in conflict with the main Cooperative Societies Act. So that bylaw, you go through it as a committee that you have put in place and be able to see what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and put those things that you think you want them to be done to be done as you be operating as a legal entity. So that being the case, then you also prepare the national registration card, copies of national registration cards for the people that are the founders or the members that are going to be registering the cooperative. It doesn't end there. You can other members can also be joining even after registration. But I'm just talking about the registration process.
Yes.
So you prepare what is called the bylaw, model bylaw. You prepare copies of the national registration card. You also prepare, you extract a body resolution, because of course when you are registered, you must resolve so that it's a legal document. It's you that are deciding to register. You prepare a body resolution. You also you prepare the minutes. Okay, the minutes. Then you put them together. I spoke of the bylaw, the body resolution, the minutes, the NRCs. You put them together. Then there used to be a form before we were we brought, before Smart Zambia brought in the online registration. But now you go online. You don't have to go to fill in a form. You go online. So everything now will be done online.
Okay.
But of course, when you reach a stage where it will request you to attach those documents that I mentioned, the bylaw, the NRCs,
yes.
the minutes, the body resolution. You attach those documents as you go. The portal will be, it's so easy that it will be guiding you. Once you are done, then at the ministry there, I think there are case officers who attend to these registration documents. Of course, it only takes within 5 days, within 5 working days.
Okay.
At least if there are no issues. Of course, if there are issues there, it will revert that you didn't sign this document or you didn't attach this document. But what if everything is okay? Then there's also a prescribed fee. Within 5 working days, I think you will have your certificate.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not even a tedious process. It has been simplified.
Okay.
Yeah. So registration has been simplified.
Okay.
So basically, that is what you do when you want to register a cooperative. Once you are done, then you start operating. Of course, you can still operate even before registration, because we have what is called, it's more or less like it's a study group. You have to know each other here and there at a time when you are waiting for a certificate to be issued to you.
Now, another simple question or another problem that people face, as much as you've explained on the process, how it goes online, time and again, technology has failed human beings.
Yeah.
Is there a process where at some point, or when one is stuck on the online bus, they can be able to reach out to somebody from the cooperative society, from the cooperatives department, or this is just strictly online? There's no office that you need to go and visit for further guidance? Because there are people, let's take it for example, we have areas in Zambia we know where there's no internet. They do not have this network that we enjoy in Lusaka and some parts of the country. They would want to do it manually. Is there such a provision, or they told, well, go and look for internet?
Yeah, so thank you very much, Lance. Yeah, as the UPND government, I think we're trying to move with the world. And I think you believe me that today in almost every district, at least there is a tower, there is the internet, there is the network. So we have district cooperative officers in every district.
Okay.
Yes. I'm made to believe that each and every Zambian has a district where they report to.
Exactly.
Yes. So in every district, there's a government office there. So there will be no point at what point that you hear someone saying, we had nowhere to go, because in every district there's an
district
officer.
officer.
There's a district officer.
Mm.
At least the government has deployed officers in every district. So the only thing that maybe there is for us to adjust and be able to move, so that registration is done in the quickest possible
Exactly.
time. Yeah, so that there is you don't see anybody, you don't have to visit any person or to bribe someone in order for them to do for you. No, it's done on. That's why those officers are there to guide. Yeah. So as UPND, I think we have really tried to make sure that everyone has access to wherever they are, to have access to this process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's quickly also get to look at the significance of these cooperatives, or maybe what is the aim of these cooperatives?
Yeah. So the aim of cooperatives, like I have mentioned, Lance, this is Zambia. We have 22 million. We are now over 22 million people. And if I told you about how the economy is driven in most countries, in the European countries, they are driven by cooperatives. So when UPND came into power, you know, our president is one who is very focused, and he knows where the numbers are and how to make sure that we can, if we are to develop this country, which is a target area. So he looked at the cooperative movement, and the cooperative movement, for your own information, it accounts for about 8.5 million people, Zambians. So when you talk about 8.5 million Zambians, that's not a small number. So if 8.5 million, about 8.5 million Zambians are involved into economic activities, if the above 8 million Zambians know what a cooperative is, are able to put resources together, like I defined it in the first place, are able to work together, know what they are doing, then we will have a lot of production in many areas. Because to develop a society, the society itself must get involved.
Yeah.
So how do you get involved? How do they get involved? You must look at the numbers. So if this sector accounts for over 8 million, that is not a small number to talk about.
Yeah.
So if I gave an example of other countries that have used the cooperative movement, you can Google for yourself how much cooperatives are contributing to the GDP of the Kenyan economy. 45% of the GDP of Kenya economy is controlled by cooperatives. So have you seen the significance? Where you asked me why the cooperatives, what's the significance? So you can imagine if we improved that in Zambia, if the cooperative movement would contribute to over 45% of the GDP, then you're talking of big numbers.
Yeah.
That is why you see the UPND government is saying cooperatives, because we know that it is in these numbers. If the bigger population of the country is educated on this sector, how they must use it to be able to improve their lives. Even issues of load shedding, issues of hunger, drought, all those things would not affect us, because we would have a lot of people that have innovations that have come together and would improve the country. So the significance is big. Even if you Google around the world how much cooperatives are contributing to the economies, you'll find that it's huge. The European countries, most of them are controlled by cooperatives. They call them cooperative banks. The money is in Europe. In Europe, mainly people borrow from cooperative banks. Others have never even walked into banks.
Yeah,
they only know the cooperative banks, because that's where they get their cheaper source of funds. So to talk about cooperatives is a very, very, very big thing. And also you can even see that even the CDF, you find we're encouraging cooperatives to use, because we know that when you are many of you, the impact that the resources will live on the ground will be bigger than an individual.
Yeah.
You find that even the same cooperatives, this is where we also find SMEs. That's why I was saying I'm going to talk about cooperatives and SMEs.
And SMEs.
I am a member of a cooperative where I am able to borrow money and go and start doing my
your small business.
Am I not improving myself?
You are.
Have you seen how the cooperative works? So these can be a channel for even improving SMEs, because there are bigger numbers where people can be tapping in and they get the resources. And from there, people start improving their small businesses. So that is the significance of the cooperatives.
All right. So let's get into it. Now that this cooperative is registered, obviously the first thing that one would look at is the fact that the president has been saying, register these cooperatives so that you can have a chance to at least get your funding from the CDF, or you can go to the parent ministry, the Ministry of Ed, probably look at grants and stuff that are there. So now that this cooperative is registered, what is next?
Yeah, so like I'll keep on referring you to the first thing first. That's why we actually
yes,
did
we
our
need
preamble.
People, we need people to understand.
Has been registered. Of course, their vision. I didn't want to go into the nitty-gritty to consume most of our time, that they have to do their vision. And of course, in the bylaws,
that is in the bylaws.
Yes, their leadership that are put in place so that it becomes a formalized institution. But here we see a cooperative that has been registered. For example, it's a mining cooperative. Yeah. So they have, of course, when they are registering as a mining cooperative, they have an area where they are thinking of something to do in the mining sector. Maybe somebody amongst them has got an area where they wanted to say, let's push for a license. Have you seen?
Yeah.
So when they are registered, the next thing that they should do is to continue with the activities. What is it that activity that they were registered for? I was talking about the mines, mining as a mining cooperative. If they were registered as a mining cooperative, the next thing to do is, do we have land? Do we have an area where we feel we can apply for a license as a cooperative? If that is there, then they will go and apply. Of course, they'll go to the Ministry of Mines under Cadastre. They will apply for what? For a mining license, so that they operate as a group. Okay. So what is the role of the government? The UPND government now, once the license has been issued, they have been given, we also, as a party in government, also we fight to see how these can be linked to those that have the capacity to give them resources in order for them to undertake their mining activity. That's why you hear the president talks about partnerships. Okay. Partnerships. The locals have their land, they have identified, they have been given a license, but maybe they could not have machinery. But in the first place also, they could look around amongst themselves. They may have people with resources. That's why in a cooperative, when you register it, members must always know that there are issues of shares and savings. Okay? There's no one who is a member of a cooperative who does not have a share. He's not a member.
Exactly.
Yes. So it depends how much people are able to mobilize in terms of shares, in terms of savings. That is a starting point. So even your responsible government, UPND government, is also looking at how committed are people. That is why we went back to the definition of a cooperative: people that come together, put their resources together. So what are the resources? The number one resource is the mind, then the physical, the tangible resources. They go to a responsible ministry where they want support to come from. This is what we have. A cooperative, this is what we've mobilized in shares, in savings. We are a responsible cooperative. Ministry, here we are, we need support in this area. That is where you see now the government established CEEC, also other funds that are channeled through the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry, and other different ministries.
Yeah.
Where a group of people knows what they are actually doing. So the ministry comes in there. So that is how we are working as the UPND government.
Okay.
There's a starting point and there's where to go and get support. Yes.
All right. So I would love us to really break this mind in the people and probably inculcate this knowledge in them, because many are times when we hear form a cooperative, the first thing that comes to mind is after when we are formed and registered, money will just start flowing in from somewhere or anywhere. So obviously, when we register this cooperative, the next thing that we're expecting is government say, oh, since you've registered, here is the money. Is that how it works?
Not really. I would tell you that if that was the mind, even the most developed countries would not be where they are. Yes. Even the most developed countries that you talk about where we go, and they would not be where they are. It's because of that kind of a mindset. Like we said earlier on, we'll keep on referring to the definition. It's a group of people that come together after identifying a need in society and put resources together in order to undertake a business enterprise which will help them improve their living standards. So now, when you look at the whole definition, you are not seeing any government there. That's the first thing. We have not seen any government there. Now, because it's a responsible government, because the role of the government is a parent, is to make sure that it creates an enabling environment for these institutions to operate. Then they create such institutions like CEC and many others, government institutions, to cushion on the already existing activity of the cooperatives themselves. If we focus it in that way, then we will see that the cooperatives are actually meant for us. That's why when the president is talking about form cooperative, or when the UPND government advocates for that, is to make sure that also the people that are involved or the members of the cooperative identify, so that when you understand the definition, you will not accuse another person for your misfortunes. Okay? With or without that empowerment, a cooperative on the other side might exist because it was formed on the basis of what? People putting their resources together so they can improve their living standards.
Before I open the phone lines, so yesterday we had President announce this. Now, this is after a meeting that he had with the British International Investment, UK's Development Finance Institution, and Impact Investor. And then in collaboration with NAPSA, they're calling this one Growth Investment Partners Zambia, which is GIP Zambia. They announced an investment of 70 million United States dollars. Now, this is aimed for the SMEs or small medium enterprise businesses. When you heard about this, how did you interpret this? And also, how will this impact the SMEs in this country, as well as, I think let's leave it. How will it impact the SMEs in this country? Well, maybe my addition is, how will this then impact the economy of Zambia?
Thank you very much, Lance. I must say that I'm very excited, and I will continue to be excited with this news, which came in yesterday. We saw, I think the social media was lit, and these are some of the things that we've been talking about as UPND. 70 million US dollars, which translates to somewhere about 1.6 billion kwacha. This being injected into the economy, not being injected to be consumed, but targeted to the people that are into production or income generating activities. This is a milestone, Lance, because this is what we have actually been advocating for as UPND, that we need to create an environment where our people, the populace, have access to finance, which should be able to make them produce more. So when we look at this is a fund that is going to change the economy in the sense that it is targeted to people that are into businesses, cooperatives, and SMEs. So when they produce, we all know the trickle-down effect. You can imagine, if I got a loan, I'm supported with for example, a 50,000 kwacha at a small farm, and I'm able to employ, because I will not do it alone. I'll be able to employ 2 or 3 people. Those will not just be employed; they'll be paid, and they are not employed they are not paid to go and consume, but to produce, to cultivate in my field, where I'll be able to produce commodities that will be sold on the market. So this in itself, I can assure you, and as UPND government, we were looking at, in order for you to be able to improve or develop the country or change the economy of the country, first create partnerships that are going to bring funds so that the people that are involved in production have access to resources. Then it improves the economy. Because until we are in production, then we can see the results. So this in itself is a serious milestone. You can imagine, in a cooperative of maybe 15, 20, or 30 people who have been struggling to raise 100,000 kwacha to be able to maybe undertake their or maybe chicken rearing or something else that would be able to get money from, and then they access this amount of money. Maybe they could have raised the 10,000 kwacha only, or 15,000 kwacha. Then they are able to, and they improve on their production. What will happen is, as they continue to improve on the production, the proceeds of that, the profits, trickles down to themselves as the members of that cooperative. Also, they have other small businesses that they are running at the personal level, individually, which we call SMEs. You've seen it from a cooperative now to go to SMEs. Meaning, we will have the whole lot of a chain of production. Before you know it, you can only improve if everyone is found in doing economic activities. And that also has a trickle-down effect on lessening on so many things. Crime rates go down because the person who was supposed to go and steal at 02 hours, he is tired because he was in the field. Have you seen? So you see, there are a lot of things that are actually attached to that. So we see a lot of positive change in our economy with this 70 million United States dollars that will be injected in our country.
I have more of this question, but let's see if we can get callers on the number 0955-221515. So our dear listener, the phone line is officially open. If you have a question, you have a query, as well as a comment on what we have discussed. Remember, we've been discussing opening or registering a cooperative, as well as what is required to register a cooperative, its aim, its importance, and the process itself. The number that you're calling us on is 0955 221515, 0955 221515. We are also live on our Facebook page. You can leave us a comment there, and we'll be glad to hear from you. Still on the same issue of GIP Zambia.
Yes.
So, apart from the 70 million United States dollars, overall, the whole program is running for 15 years, and it's targeted, its target is to at least reach to about 150 small and medium entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And the overall budget of this program is over 300 million
Yes.
United States
Yes.
dollars.
Yes.
What does this entail to our SMEs, those that are already in the game, the would-be SMEs? What does this entail? Plus, also, these funds, when they come, what caution would you give to the SMEs? Because this looks like free money. If I spend it recklessly, nobody will come and ask me where I've spent it or how I've spent it. But obviously, audit will be there. But because I've gotten it for free, my mind thinks it's free. I won't be questioned. So, also, what caution does it come with?
Yeah, sure. So I think Zambians, we have learned and we've seen the repercussions of not having something.
Mm.
The repercussions of hunger, the repercussions of not having funds for support to SMEs and the cooperatives.
Mhm.
Where you want to do this and then you can't have access to resources.
Mm.
How it pains. You have very good, bright ideas,
Mhm.
but you have nothing on the table
Yeah.
to inject in what you are thinking of,
Mhm.
what you want to actualize.
Mm.
So it would be very, for lack of a better term, foolish of us.
Mhm.
I also include myself because I should also be a beneficiary because I'm a business person.
Yeah.
To get resources and think they are for free and deny others from accessing them. So this, when we talk about other countries, we always refer to other countries, how they've improved. It's because of the discipline that they have inculcated in themselves.
Yeah.
Lance, I was privileged to have visited Addis Ababa sometime last year.
Okay.
Where I visited a number of financial cooperatives. These are people that put their monies together and then, for honor, remember I defined that, where they put their monies together and then they start lending from themselves. Most of the cooperatives that we visited, their default rate was 0.
Okay.
So I even myself, what is this? Is it true that they don't default in this country? I said, no, actually here, our culture is very strong. We get money and pay back.
Oh, yeah.
Reason being that for them, they know the importance of growth. You can imagine I borrow money today from an institution, then that money I have used it and I'm able to make profits. I sit on even the seed capital that I was given, which the money which was supposed to come to Lance for his business. It means I will have sat on Lance on your progress.
Yeah.
Then thinking that for me, when I grow, then all will be rose with me. You remember when I said, what this money, when this money comes, when it is taken, when the trickle down effect, it even reduces on the crime rates. I want myself to be rich. The next neighbor, Lance, you know what Lance will be thinking about? Is to wait for night to come so that he can come and crime. Yes, Lance will commit a crime to come and break into my house. And it's still the very thing that I was thinking that I would stay with.
Yeah.
So the mindset of thinking that this is a government money.
Yeah.
It is just like killing ourselves. Government is not anything. In fact, one thing that we need to know, what is government? First, let's define what government is. Who is government? Are you not government yourself?
Yeah, government is
I am government myself. So it's the people. So if I sit on my money thinking that I'm, I am clever. Yes, I'm duping somebody. I'm duping myself. Because there's also, Lance, there's also your seed.
Yeah.
You have a wife. So when you produce children, that's your seed. So don't think that your seed will still live in this same country. So if you want to live a poverty-stricken country or you want to live problems, you can behave in that manner of not thinking of returning. It's just good for us to borrow and be able to return, because that's not ours. It's for government, it's for everyone. So something that is meant for everyone, you cannot come and sit on it and then claim that it's yours, it's government money. Actually, you cannot find the government anywhere. There's no government anywhere. Government is you. Because even the Republican president, he's not the government.
He's not the government.
The government is myself. It's himself. As Hakainde Ichilema. So if you want to get and then sit on the money and think that this is government money, they always say, no, never Boma. There's no Boma. Boma is the people themselves.
Exactly.
Sure.
I want to ask you a very important question. Why do I say very important? It's because it borders on both the cooperative and the SMEs.
Yes.
Many a times that we've heard people saying, I would rather seek employment than start a business because there's no startup capital. I might have all these bright ideas or this bright idea or have this beautiful business plan, but then I don't have anywhere where to get funds. I can't go into a local bank and contract a loan where I can be given so that I start up this business. How does a cooperative and the SME work in tandem to help one another to better the society as well as better one another? How does these two work in collaboration?
Yeah. So when you look at the way our laws are in the country, they have allowed for collaboration. Actually, a cooperative and the SMEs, they are one and the same thing, except that this one is an entity that is registered or as a company, or maybe SMEs we could also talk about it. Just individuals who are not, they are just trading, a trader somewhere. Yeah. So the two of them actually, they collaborate in many areas where you will find that certain cooperatives that have mobilized resources, SMEs are able to go and borrow from the same. And also cooperatives, SMEs that have got, certain facilities, cooperatives are able to go and walk in and be able to see how they can make synergies. So these are institutions that should be able to work together, because all of them are they are doing business. So there's no point where a cooperative or an SME and SMEs should not work together, because they are all working in society and doing business so that they are able to improve their production or their activities. So the platform is actually there for them to collaborate, even before they visit government. Plus, if you are able to raise resources amongst yourselves as a cooperators, because the cooperatives, the people that are found the cooperatives are cooperators.
Yes.
And then they are also, tax compliant and many other things. They are able to collaborate and be able to see how they can help each other. Yes. So, and then also, we didn't want to talk about the issues of the legality, the compliance, and the other things. Of course, there are also other institutions that come in when the cooperatives are registered, like NAPSA, ZRA, Zambia Procurement Authority, ZPPA,
yes,
and many other, institutions, just to make sure that we operate in a regulated environment, so that there's no stampede, there's no, in any community, I think there must be some kind of
some sanity,
yeah, so that they are, yeah. So all those also they also create, they also bring in an issue of, where other institutions that would want to bring support would look at them as institutions that can be supported.
We always say SME. What describes an SME?
a small.
Let's understand what describes an SME.
Yes.
Because obviously, when I hear the word SME, the first thing that comes in mind, somebody who is selling sweets is not an SME.
So you see, these are just abbreviations. If you went to semantics, English is small and medium enterprise.
Yeah.
Yes. So an SME is a small, so they are small, but also they are medium, but enterprising. Doing what? Doing business.
Okay.
So a person who is on the street is saying, I mean, those is an SME. It's from there that they start growing to become medium. So it's not, SME should not be maybe referred to an animal which is far away from us. It's an animal within our house.
Okay.
Yes. So I would also want to, I'm sure we've seen a number of people that are selling it on the street. They're not utilizing some of our institutions that are available because they are the ones actually, those ministries are created for them. So that it's there, it's actually, the ministry is defined by the person who is selling on the street, who is the one who is selling sweets. So those are SMEs.
Sure. Well, Fabian, thank you so much for coming through. Really appreciate your time and your expertise.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, so our dear listener, this is where we end our program for today. Thank you so much for being a part of, and of course, we were discussing cooperatives, steps on how to register a cooperative, the significance or importance of these cooperatives, as well as what is needed for you to register a cooperative. My guest on the program has been Fabian Mubuyaeta, who is a member of the United Party for National Development, UPND media team, as well as a researcher there. Of course, I've been your host as well, Sannie Banda. Until next Wednesday, we say have a blessed day.
Listen to the music in the air. You've gotta take the time to listen. Hear what you've been missing. Your favorite songs, old and new. We play them all for you. 89.9
5 FM radio. Kule wa mkuu. The big beat.
89.9 5 FM. Today's life.
Next time you're thirsty, think Aquarite Purified Water. Supplies of 18.9 liters, 750 mils, 500 mils, 10 liters, 5 liters, and 2 liters purified water. We also supply water dispensers. In our efforts to serve you better, we repair and service water dispensers. Deliveries are also made to our corporate clients. You can access our purified water from all leading wholesalers, supermarkets, retail outlets, timbers, and all Aquarite depots or containers. Get in touch with us on 0977 799414 or 0211 286998. Email aquariteltd@gmail.com. We are situated off Mumwa Road opposite Zamanita. Aquarite, live a vibrant life.
To go above and beyond, you need power. The studio behind JetX just pushed the game's maximum multiplier from 20,000 to 1 million times your stake. You could win up to 5 million kwacha per bet, only with Bet Power. So join the home of Africa's big winners today at betpower.co.zm. That's betpawa.co.zm. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply. Bet Power is licensed and regulated by the Lottery and Betting Control Board.
Are you looking for a fresh and reliable dry cleaning services? Come to Emerson's Dry Cleaners and Key Cutting. We are specialized in key cutting, laundry, and dry cleaning services. We are open Mondays to Friday from 07:30 hours to 17:45 hours, and on Sundays 09:45 hours to 1700 hours, and on public holidays we open from 09 hours to 15 hours. We are located at plot number 8491 Kasuba Road off Lumumba Road, formerly City Education Center. And in Makeni, we are situated at shop number 042A Westland Boutique at Cosmopolitan Mall. For more details, contact us on 0966 526 804 or 0977 534 930 or 0977 416 444. Emerson's Dry Cleaners. We guarantee 100% clean clothes.
We seem to be receiving some unfamiliar signal at your local radio station. Please confirm.
What do you think it is?
Well, this might sound strange, but it seems to be an alien form of life, and they seem to be heading directly to Zambia, and Lusaka in particular.
Alert security. It could be a hostile encounter.
Emergency alert. I repeat, emergency alert. We're under attack by aliens from an unknown planet.
Please fill me in.
Well, the spaceships have all landed at Kasong's Pub and Grill, just at the corner of Luansha and Nchoncho Roads in Villa Elizabetha. I just cannot believe this. The aliens are ordering meals. I can see some with chicken sizzler, fish, kapenta, vimbombo, nshima, and the other one has visashi only. And wait, there's another one with a juicy T-bone. I always knew that Kasongs had some great food, but I didn't know that it was out of this world. Now I understand why they had to travel this far.
Kasong's Pub and Grill, corner of Nchoncho and Luansha Road, Villa Elizabetha. Great traditional and Western cuisine. Come and let us have a meal together.
For orders and inquiries, call 0977 55 5909 or better still 0955 55 5909.
Experience history come alive in the thrilling second season of Shaka Ilembe. The kingdom is growing and the empire is rising as Shaka transforms from king to emperor. It airs every Sunday on Zambezi Magic at 21 hours on DSTV channel 162 and GoTV channel 3. Don't miss a single moment of this epic African story. Stay connected to DSTV Compact or GoTV Super and download the DSTV and GoTV Stream apps to stream Shaka Ilembe Season 2.
Have some Manzi Valley, you are natural, Manzi.
We at Manzi Valley noticed that quite a few Zambians didn't know the difference between Manzi Valley Blue and Manzi Valley Green. So we carried out a blind survey, and this is how it went.
So, which one do you prefer?
A is okay.
Sample A. Any reason why?
Yes. It's like...
It's more natural.
It's natural.
Yeah. The taste is like you are just drawing it from the wall.
Yeah.
You know, with that aroma, I don't know whether I can call it a casoe. So, yeah, it's natural.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know the taste.
Just maybe. The taste?
I don't know if I found something different, but this one feels more manzi.
Okay. Yes, sir?
This one. This is more natural.
Yes, sir. Sample B, Africa, we know?
Yeah, Africa, we know sample B.
Okay. Niche fan to test here.
Don't figure a flavor, can and man's value. I take with the taste.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, tastes so original. Like it's still water.
Still water.
Yes,
okay. I don't know. B has
mineral taste.
Okay.
You can taste that. This is mineral water.
The fact of the matter is that Manzi Valley Mineral Water, aka Manzi Valley Blue, and Manzi Valley Reverse Osmosis, aka Manzi Valley Green, are two absolutely different products. Manzi Valley Blue contains minerals to revitalize you, and Manzi Valley Green, without minerals, will rehydrate you. All in all, both products go through stringent measures to ensure you get the safest, cleanest quality water. So whether you prefer water with minerals or not, Manzi Valley caters for everyone. Manzi Valley, quality comes first.
Are you looking for genuine spare parts for your vehicle? Look no further than Paxton Auto Spares. We are your leading supplier of genuine spares for all models or vehicles. And now we are excited to offer lay-by services to all our loyal and new customers. Our stock include suspension parts, ball joints, tie rod ends, rack ends, stabilizer links, all service parts. You can find us at 4 convenient locations: Lusaka South along Great Lungu Road, off Lilai Road opposite the God Life Church, along Muramba Road, Towezi at the entrance of Chilenje Market near Choppies, Nationalist Plaza, SDA area off Chilumburu Road, shop number 3, opposite Livala Basic School, along Nationalist Road, Kamwala South, opposite Maria Adams Lodge and Bar. At Paxton Auto Spares, we offer free press fittings when you buy bearings from us. Our qualified mechanics and panel beaters are also available to attend to all your vehicle needs while you buy spares from our shop at low prices. Contact us today on 0972 567 344 or call our directors on 0967 771 609 or 0977 759-015. Paxton Auto Spares, your trusted suppliers of all genuine and affordable spare parts.
At the Science Shop, we pride ourselves in world-class printing services. We offer a wide range of printing services to meet all of your needs, from vehicle branding, high-quality embroidery, Zabs number plates, all kinds of large-format digital printing. Whether you need business cards, t-shirts, flyers, brochures, posters, or any other printed materials, we've got you covered. Our state-of-art equipment ensures that your prints look professional, no matter the size or complexity. Don't settle for anything less than the best when it comes to your printing needs. Choose the Science Shop and experience the difference for yourself. Contact us today to get started on 0955 300601 or 0977 883279 or 0979 173777. We are located in room 22, Simcoe Yard. Science Shop, changing the face of Africa.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Skynet. Engage search engine, please.
Search engine engaged.
Locate specialists in auto mechanics, auto electrical, panel beating, and spray painting.
Searching. Located. Uzendo Complex, plot 8496 along Lubumbashi Road off Mumbo Road.
I want more, Skynet. Give me more.
Contact details 0977 789126 or 0977 528530.
Narrow the field down.
Searching. Confirming. Subject Wandulu Auto Works.
Wandulu Auto Works? That's what I'm looking for. How soon can I get there?
Confirming. Just under 10 minutes, depending on the traffic.
Good. Dial a cab for me. My car is in a state. Let's see how good they really are. Whoa! Now my car looks, smells, and feels like it's straight from the showroom. I gotta get back to Skynet. Make sure she saves the settings for Wandulu Auto Works. Now I'll never have to search for the best mechanics for my car. I know where they are.
Wandulu Auto Works. Specialized, efficient, more than meets the eye.
To go above and beyond, you need power. The studio behind JetX just pushed the game's maximum multiplier from 25,000 to 1 million times your stake. You could win up to 5 million kwacha per bet, only with Bet Power. So join the home of Africa's big winners today at betpower.co.zm. That's betpawa.co.zm. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply. BetPower is licensed and regulated by the Lottery and Betting Control Board.
In a bar in Toledo, across from the depot, on a bar stool she took out for rain. I thought I'd get closer, so I walked on over. I sat down and asked her name. When the drinks finally hit her, she said, I'm no quitter, but I finally quit living on dreams. I'm hungry for laughter and here ever after. I'm after whatever the other life brings. In the mirror I saw him and I closely watched him. I thought how he looked out of place. He came to the woman who sat there beside me. He had a strange look on his face. The big hands were calloused, he looked like a mountain. For a minute I thought I was dead. But he started shaking, his big heart was breaking. He turned to the woman and said, You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times, but this time you're hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. After he left us, I ordered more whiskey. I thought how she'd made him look small. From the lights of the bar room to a rented hotel room, we walked without talking at all. She was a beauty, but when she came to me, she must have thought I'd lost my mind. I couldn't hold her, 'cause the words that he told her kept coming back time after time. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time you're hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and a crop in the field. I've had some bad times, lived through some sad times. This time you're hurting won't heal. You picked a fine time to leave me,
To go above and beyond, you need power. The studio behind JetX just pushed the game's maximum multiplier from 25,000 to 1 million times your stake. You could win up to 5 million kwacha per bet, only with Bet Power. So join the home of Africa's big winners today at betpower.co.zm. That's betpawa.co.zm. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply. Bet Power is licensed and regulated by the Lottery and Betting Control Board.
Good news to all our esteemed customers of Chalala, Woodlands, Kabulonga, Chilenge, and surrounding areas. The Windscreen Shop, your #1 windscreen suppliers, has opened outlets near you. For those who want to avoid traffic congestion of the CBD, we have outlets open for your convenience. We are located along Tokyo Way between Kasama Road and Shantumbu Road at Oasis Filling Station at very affordable prices. Our prices fitting is free. Yes, fitting free. Call us on 0977 867410 or 0976 200002. The Windscreen Shop, Zambia's #1 windscreen suppliers and fitters.
Silver coins that jingle jangle, fancy shoes that dance in time. Oh, the secrets of her dark eyes, they did sing a gypsy rhyme. Yellow clover in tangled blossom, in a meadow silk, where she held me to her bosom, just a boy of 17. I recall a gypsy woman, silver spangles in her eyes, ivory skin against the moonlight, and the taste of life's sweet wine. Soft breezes blow from fragrant meadows, stir the darkness in my mind. Oh, gentle woman, you sleep beside me, and little know who haunts my mind. Gypsy lady, I hear your laughter, and it dances in my head, while my tender wife and babies slumber softly in their beds. I recall a gypsy woman, silver spangles in her eyes, ivory skin against the moonlight, and the taste of life's sweet wine.
The summer breeze made ripples on the pond, rattled through the reeds and the willow trees beyond. Daddy in his good hat, Mama in her Sunday dress, watched with pride as I stood there in the water up to my chest. And the preacher spoke about the cleansing blood. And I sank my toes into that East Tennessee mud. Then up with the moon, raised to walk in the way of light and truth. I didn't see no angels, just a few saints on the shore. But I felt like a newborn baby, cradled up in the arms of the Lord.
Amazing grace, oh how sweet the sound. There was glory in the air, there was dinner on the ground. And my sins, which were many, were washed away and gone. Along with a buffalo nickel, I forgot to leave it home. But that seemed like such a small, small price to pay for the blessed peace of mind that came to me that day.
It was down, down with the old man, up with the new, raised to walk in the way of light and truth. I didn't see no angels, just a few saints on the shore. But I felt like a newborn baby, cradled up in the arms of the Lord. This road is long and dusty, sometimes the soul it must be cleansed, and I long to feel that water rushing over me again. Down with the old man, up with the new,
Raised to walk in the ways of light and
I didn't see no angel, just a few saints on the shore.
but I felt like a newborn baby, cradled up in the arms of the Lord.
I felt like a newborn baby, cradled up in the arms of the Lord.
89 years old. Better way.
I pulled into the shopping center and saw a little boy wrapped around the legs of his mother. Like ice cream melting, they embraced years of bad decisions running down her face. All morning I'd been thinking my life's so hard, and they wore everything they owned, living in a car. I wanted to tell them it would be okay, but I just got in my Suburban and I drove away. And I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. Keep having this dream about my old man. I'm 10 years old and he's holding my hand. We're talking on the front porch, watching the sun go down, but it was just a dream. He was a slave to his job and he couldn't be around. So many things I want to say to him, but I just placed a rose on his grave and I talked to the wind. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry, don't cry. I'm sitting here with my kids and my wife and everything that I hold dear in my life. We say grace and thank the Lord, got so much to be thankful for. Then it's up the stairs and off to bed, and my little girl says, I haven't had my story yet. And everything weighing on my mind disappears just like that when she lifts her head off her pillow and says, I love you, Dad. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry. I don't know why they say grown men don't cry, don't cry.
Are you looking for genuine spare parts for your vehicle? Look no further than Paxton Auto Spares. We are your leading supplier of genuine spares for all models or vehicles. And now we are excited to offer lay-by services to all our loyal and new customers. Our stock include suspension parts, ball joints, tie rod ends, rack ends, stabilizer links, all service parts. You can find us at 4 convenient locations: Lusaka South along Great Lungu Road, off Lilai Road opposite the God Life Church, along Muramba Road, Towezi at the entrance of Chilenje Market near Choppies, Nationalist Plaza, SDA area off Chilumburu Road, shop number 3, opposite Livala Basic School, along Nationalist Road, Kamwala South, opposite Maria Adams Lodge and Bar. At Paxton Auto Spares, we offer free press fittings when you buy bearings from us. Our qualified mechanics and panel beaters are also available to attend to all your vehicle needs while you buy spares from our shop at low prices. Contact us today on 0972 567 344 or call our directors on 0967 771 609 or 0977 759-015. Paxton Auto Spares, your trusted suppliers of all genuine and affordable spare parts.
Why do I bet with Bet Power? It's not just about the 1000% win bonus or winning big for me. It's knowing I can bet as little as one ingwe. Knowing they'll never push me to bet more than I want to or can afford. Knowing I can self-exclude if I stop enjoying betting. Knowing I can get 24/7 customer support and talk to sharp cancellers. Learn more about how BetPower are making betting friendly at betpower.co.zm. That's BETPAWA.co.zm. Bet responsibly. 18 plus. T's and C's apply. BetPower is licensed and regulated by the Lottery and Betting Control Board.
Can't help smiling when I look at you. To keep from going crazy is all I can do. I'm so defenseless with you so close. Walls have crumbled from my body and soul. Write your name across my heart. I want the world to know that I am yours forever. And I'll wear it like a shining star. Write your name across my heart. Oh yeah. For you my life is an open door. Everything I have is yours. I'll try to give you everything you need. But as far as love goes, there's a lifetime guarantee. Write your name across my heart. I want the world to know that I am yours forever. I'll wear it like a shining star. Write your name across my heart. Thoughts, in all my thoughts, in all I do, and all I say, I belong to you with every breath I take. Write your name across my heart.